The fact of the matter is the Boston Celtics normally would have been the threat because they would have been a talented team with better perimeter shooting. The fact that they lost Al Horford and Al Horford went to Philadelphia is what changes the dynamic for me. Because now you have a security blanket for when Joel Embiid goes down, whether it's to rest, or load management or whatever the hell you want to use, or he gets legitimately injured. But if he is there, he's actually a complementary piece to Joel Embiid on both ends of the floor because Al Horford can get the ball in the hole. He can step away from the basket and drill perimeter shots. And defensively, he's formidable, experienced, and savvy enough. So a level of defense has been elevated. I don't think there's a significant drop-off from Jimmy Butler to Josh Richardson. I look at Josh Richardson defensively. I look at this. But not only that, offensively, even though Jimmy Butler obviously is better, Josh Richardson is no scrub. He's an active body. He can make some perimeter shots.
No Jimmy Butler.
He's no Jimmy. I'm in no way saying that. But what I'm saying to you is this. If Jimmy Butler can give you 22 a night, Josh Richardson could give you 16.
Agreed.
So what I'm saying to you is that we talk about a 6-point difference here. And you're trying to tell me a Tobias Harris that's no longer hamstrung by trying to figure out how to mesh with Jimmy Butler in the lineup, with a Ben Simmons, with a Joel Embiid, with a Horford. The only question I got about the 76ers is their bench, and I hate the fact that they lost J.J. Redick. If they had J.J. Redick, I want to go as far as say this. If they had J.J. Redick, I might have picked the Sixers to win the title. If they had J.J. Redick, simply because of what a shooter he is. Okay, even though he's defensively, he's compromised to some degree. But this brother, J.J. Redick is a special kind of shooter. And to add that with, I'm saying if Horford was there and you kept J.J. Redick. But that's not the case. But I definitely have the Sixers coming out of the East. I think Milwaukee's compromised. I think Brogdon's a huge loss, even though I think they'll be formidable during the regular season. And I think the only relevant team is Toronto, and I won't completely underestimate Miami, who's got some athletes with Jimmy Butler there, but I'm certainly not going to give them the edge over Philadelphia or Milwaukee. I'm going to say it's Philadelphia coming out of the East. I'm taking Philly.
For Miami, how will Goran Dragic play with Jimmy Butler?
Right.
For Toronto, they gave Kyle Lowry that 1-year, $31 million deal. They could be looking to move that asset.
That's right.
They could make some moves. You hear rumors they want to go younger. Look, first off, the East is weak.
Yes.
East is extremely weak. I wish that we will revisit this whole thing and go with the top 16 teams in the playoffs. Just the best 16 teams.
Yes.
But with that being said, look, I spent a lot of time this summer talking to a man named Chris Johnson, who is the trainer for Ben Simmons. I think we're going to be talking about Ben Simmons in a completely different light in about 3 or 4 months.
He put in the work this year.
He put in the work.
Put in the work this offseason.
We were just
not off last offseason, but this season.
We were just on Get Up, and Jay Rose brought up a good point. A lot of times, and I went through the same scenario my rookie year. Sometimes your attention is focused on things that it shouldn't be focused on. That off-the-court lifestyle.
Yes.
I think Ben Simmons witnessed a lot of that in L.A., that world. I think Ben Simmons has finally fallen back in love with basketball. And Horford adding that key to that team. I watched Ben Simmons shoot this summer.
When Embiid isn't in the game, they can put a team around Simmons that's more like what the Greek Freak has, and it can be his offense, which he kind of needs.
But I'm telling you, Ben Simmons is going to shoot the ball. I know he made his first 3 in a preseason game, and everybody's like, whatever, who cares? It's a preseason game. But I'm like, that shows me that he's decreasing the amount of people that he listens to. And for Ben, it's all psychological. If he comes in and he shoots the ball the way he shot this summer, I'm telling you, we're going to be talking about Ben Simmons in conversation.
I want to get to the West, though, guys, because obviously you just mentioned West is loaded this season. And for the first time in a half decade, the Warriors aren't a lock to represent the West in the finals. In fact, LeBron's Lakers lead the way just in front of the Clippers. Stephen A., who wins the West,
I got the Lakers.
or the field?
I'm going with the Lakers. I'm not trying to say that the Lakers are the best team because I do believe that the Clippers are a more loaded team. They double up at every position. What I'm saying is, in the game of basketball, when you have 2 superstars, the likes of LeBron James and Anthony Davis, and I'm not talking about just numbers, and I'm not just talking about their capabilities. I'm talking about the fact that both are at least 6'9". In LeBron's case, you're 260. In Anthony Davis' case, you got them wide shoulders. You can defend 4 different positions. You can average 28 and 12. I'm looking at the Los Angeles Lakers. LeBron out of the postseason for the first time in 9 years, rested since April, hungry and starving. I just think it's one of those situations where I don't give a damn how elite your defense is. How you going to stop those brothers? And I think when it comes down to it, You're asking that question come postseason time. If they're healthy, I don't see anybody.
I'm taking the field, but you could flip it around and say, would I take the Clippers or the field? I'd take the Clippers. The Clippers won 48 games and took the fully loaded Golden State Warriors with KD 6 games. Then they dropped into that lineup Kawhi Leonard and Paul George. The team's largely the same, except now they have, instead of who they had last year that took the Warriors 6, Kawhi and Paul George. And the history of the league tells us this. The most devastating combination is actually two-way MVP caliber wings, right? That's the most devastating thing. Paul George and Kawhi Leonard don't take plays off either end of the floor. Joining that team with a great coach in Doc Rivers. Stephen A's excuses, I can hear it already. Clippers were deeper. Patrick Beverly's a bad brother. I didn't know Lou Williams was going to go off like that.
I don't have to have excuses, particularly when it comes to you. And notice, and you'll change your mind. You're picking the Clippers today. You might pick Portland next week.
All right,
don't pick Portland next week,
Clippers.
Though.
Okay.
I'm going to take the Clippers here, L.A.
Okay.
It's something about.
I like LA too. I like that nickname.
Yeah,
LA.
Because sunshine. That's why I go
there a lot.
Stephen A. in LA.
Okay.
I take Doc Rivers over Frank Vogel. I take that matchup. And when it comes to Kawhi versus LeBron, even if they were to wash each other out, I like the matchup of Montrezl Harrell going against Anthony Davis. I like that matchup for the Clippers. I'm not saying
that Harrell's better, but I'm not defensively.
But Montrezl Harrell, a guy that just plays hard all the time and is going to be in your pocket, I think that's a good matchup. He's not going to stop Anthony Davis from getting his points, but he can hinder him a little bit. I just like the depth that the Clippers have. And my thing is this. If you allow, they're going to load manage. I'm not saying the Clippers are going to win the regular season, because I don't think the Clippers or the Lakers are well suited to win the Western Conference regular season. I think that will be Denver or Utah because they come at you in waves.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.